Welcome back to another episode of Random and Roulette. I'm joined with my always interesting co-host, Spooky Suki. I am the cramp in the bottom of your foot that makes you wish for death.
Oh, God. All right, that's not what I was expecting again, but I feel that. I feel that
Yep.
in the bottom of my foot.
Yeah, like even though you're not experiencing it right now, you're
You-
very
you've-
familiar with feeling.
You've done it, you've experienced it before. No, I think the worst is like the cramps you get when you're like actively doing something and like reaching for something and you just like, you get that cramp and you're just like, do I keep reaching? Do I stop? Do I come back? What do I do?
It's like,
what do
how
I do with my
how I
arm?
stretch this out?
Yes. I do that all the time when I'm like going to reach my laptop from behind my computer screens. Like I'm reaching back there and my arm's just like, and I'm like, what do I
Maybe
do?
you should just get into shape.
I am into shape, and my shape is bamboo stick.
Shape other than round.
I'm not round.
No, you're not.
I've never had the round property
Most-
to me.
I mean, that's one way to put it, I guess.
I don't know. I've always been and stick, and that is all.
Mhm. So we have an assortment of a few things for our random side. First, we're
Yes.
having this lovely. This is strawberry champagne.
I actually don't remember
What? It's right there.
Okay, so yeah, but it doesn't say. So it's from Magic Hour again because I'm just addicted to their teas for no reason. But it's part of their Gemstone Wellness collection. So this is the diamond one for April because it goes by
Birthstones.
the birthstones.
Wait, there's different birthstones in the east than there is in the west.
What?
Birthstone for April for May is diamond.
For April
Oh,
is diamond.
okay.
We're in April, sir. We're not in May yet.
Oh.
We got a whole last month to get through before we're there.
No, I'm just contemplating. It's like I'm already bored with that. Like,
What?
I know. March's green is emerald because March is green. and St.
No,
Patrick's
March
Day.
is not green. May is emerald. March is aquamarine or something.
Okay.
And then February's amethyst and January's garnet.
Well, for so long in my life, I thought that October, which is mine, was rose quartz. It's not. It's opal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so I never got any of the stuff with the October birthstone because I always thought it was pink. I was like, oh, pink.
What a dingus.
So like I don't. It's
Well, okay,
lost
I
on me.
don't like mine because August, which is peridot, is like pea green.
I thought.
Okay, whatever
Yeah.
you're gonna say, it's wrong.
No, I thought August was alexandrite.
No, that's June.
Okay.
June is alexandrite
Yeah, because that's what I got.
or pearl.
Oh, that's not a stone. That's an animal byproduct.
It's a shiny thing that
No.
people buy.
In my class ring, I got that one because I didn't want to get pink because that's what I thought it was. So I got alexandrite.
And it might be pink. It might be.
Opal is weird. Opal's actually like rainbow.
Yeah.
Which alexandrite actually is rainbow. Like real alexandrite changes color with light source.
Yeah, it's like purple. Its main colors are like purple and green, but it has
Yeah.
a bunch of other colors when it hits like. Because I have a. What do I have that's alexandrite? Oh, I have a necklace that I bought for myself for Valentine's Day or something.
Because like I think in certain incandescent lights it's like gold and silver, and then in like sunlight it's like dark,
Yeah, I don't know. I've never
and
seen
then
a.
in fluorescent light it's green.
I've never seen a real one because the
Yeah.
real ones are so rare
Well,
that
yeah.
most of the time you're getting like fire opal
Yeah,
stuff or fire quartz or something.
but I always found that pretty.
Yeah. No, I wish I would have got that in my class ring, but no, I got fucking pea green instead. Which I don't even like.
Oh, you're more of the darker, richer greens.
Yeah, so I usually buy all of May's shit because I don't like pea green. No, can't do it. Can't do it. But I got it in my class ring for some dumb reason. And I don't know why, but my class ring is shit now because I wore it all the time.
Oh,
What happened to yours?
I still have it. I just don't.
I think like after a certain age, you're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear this anymore.
Well, it's one, like when I first got it, I actually like lost it like before the end of my sophomore year, and I had to get a new one.
Dude.
And like Jostin's the company around here that does it all. It's like, oh yeah, you get one freebie, and I was like, cool. And I never ever found it. I know where I lost it. It was in Lincoln Southwest High School somewhere.
Oh.
But because I think we're like a basketball tournament was happening, and I was there and I had it, and then like when I left, I didn't have it. So I don't know where the hell. Same thing with like my first seat belt. It's either in a landfill in Hawaii or it's at the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Oh. All right then.
But yeah, I still have mine. I just don't really wear it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never like a big ring dude. Like I mean, in high school it was like cool as hell, but then like got to college and was like, oh wait, no one gives a shit.
Yeah. No, I wear rings all the time.
I
But
wanna wear rings.
now I don't because I'm at home all the time.
Oh, you don't have to get fancy.
So I just put them in my drawer thingy and like just only wear them when we're going somewhere because it's like, why wear them around the house and get them
Yeah.
gross? Like even my wedding ring, I guess sometimes I wear it like my little band. And I just recently ordered. Do you remember that your medallion thing that I got? The metal one?
Yes. Yeah. I saw that.
I
Wow.
ordered one of their rings, so we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes. But
So
I got the
folded steel.
Sumie one, so because it's off of the inking
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So I got that one, and it's all black because I want to wear that on stage because I don't want to wear my
Mm-hmm.
good stuffs and then just like fucking fling it out into
Yeah.
nowhere, fling it out in the void. So I bought that because it's only like $90.
Well, I still have that charm, but it did fall off. So
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
apparently its use is gone through. But I really like the piece, like as like an art piece. So I still have it. It's just not on my keychain anymore. Like, and my keychain's 5 pounds lighter now.
Yeah, that thing is so heavy. Like I couldn't believe it when it came in. I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I thought it was gonna be like thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But it is.
No,
it
it's
is a
awesome.
full ass chunk. But yeah, I can never remember what that site is called. But they do like a bunch of forge.
Hunt.
Hanato Sen.
Yeah. And I still have the cedar box that it came into.
Yeah, I think my
That's
ring
board.
will come in one of those boxes too. So I'm excited for that.
I think when I still had the charm on my keychain in that box, like, cause I kept the box was really cool, and it just sat on my desk at work, so I kept a pack of soy sauce.
Jesus Christ! Gotta have my emergency sauce.
No, but it's special because it's in the box.
It's special sauce. Yes. Oh, we never continued on our.
Well, no, I mean that's yeah. So yeah, tea is actually pretty good.
Tea is very good. It's supposed to be for skin health or something. Skin health and wellness.
The fruity of it is like it's really really light. I was expecting it to be a little bit sweeter, but I mean it's tea, so
I don't know. I think it's still pretty sweet.
yeah.
And like the first time, of course, I was an idiot and put some of my like rose sugar with it, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is like eating
This is just pop.
eating a dessert."
Well, I would expect it with being strawberry champagne. That would be very.
I don't know if it's actually strawberry. Let me look it up because I don't actually know. It's good though.
On the other side of tea, I did try this raspberry Earl. That
Well, it's still a white somehow, which confuses
I thought
me.
it was pure.
No.
Well, Earl is just the bergamot, right?
Yeah, Earl's the Bergmond, which is like, isn't it like a citrusy? I think.
I always thought it was a little more earthy than citrusy.
See, I don't actually know because I've never had it by
Like
itself.
just Earl Grey tea.
Well, yeah, I've had like Earl Grey tea, but I haven't
never
had
had
just like
just bergamot.
anything, just Bergmont.
The raspberry stuff, I think would be really really good cold.
Yeah, we
And
said
there's
that.
actually like chunks of raspberry in it, like, and the way that it steeps really really light. It's like it doesn't change color that much because it's a white tea.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, is it done? Is it ready?
Oh, okay. So the diamond one is white champagne and strawberry jasmine for beautiful skin.
I'll be very very pretty.
The next one, because I got the 3-month
Mm-hmm.
subscription. So May's is emerald, cherry blossom, morning gun. for vitality and luck.
I'd say that might last you a week.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be gone so fucking fast. June is Pearl, and it's Jasmine Pearl Chamomile for peace. Interesting. What does it say? Yeah, October's pink tourmaline.
Yeah, see, I thought it was pink and stupid, and I hated it.
Mm.
But it's also
It's better than
opal.
pink. Fuck you.
I'm not the biggest fan of pink. I mean, some pink stuff is cool, but it's not my color. I'm more like a aqua blue, little greenish.
Shut the fuck up, Snapchat.
That's your boy talking. Like,
Oh, it's
yeah.
whoops. Anyways.
But yeah, so
about
next
you?
month's is for pretty skin. Is that what you said?
What?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to read. I can't read and think at the same time, okay?
Oh, so yeah, so it's a pretty skin. So earlier today,
yes.
I used the coffee scrub
Yes.
that you let me borrow.
Oh, no, you can just have that.
Oh, okay. Were you not a fan?
No, I have a big bag.
Oh, yeah. So it makes my bathtub look like a murder scene because it's coffee ground. It's literally coffee ground. You're scrubbing it yourself. So, yeah. So the aftermath of it is like a disaster, and like even when like you because it's just a bag of coffee grounds. I'm sure there's other stuff in it,
Yeah, there's other stuff like in it to make it scrubby.
but yeah, the 90% of it is just coffee grounds.
Yeah.
It's weird because you're just like let all over yourself with it. It's like I'm just covered in coffee. But then like when you actually like start to like kind of go nuts into it and actually scrubbing, it's like wait, this like it feels good because
yeah.
it's an exfoliant.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of like, well, I just like turn the shower head like toward the wall, and it's like because you gotta like let it soak in.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm like messy in the shower, like I go nuts, and it's like there's always like suds everywhere. So this is just like my whole shower's just covered in coffee. But then like you rinse off, and it's like I am like soft as hell right now. It's amazing.
I know, right? Like, the first time I used it, I was like, this is gonna be just like any other
Yeah, it's a disaster.
scrub bullshit, whatever. And then I rinsed it off, and I was like, holy god, this is like heaven. It's so I don't know what kind of magic bullshit they have in there, but it makes your skin so soft, and I don't even know how, because I've tried so many other scrubs before, and like, nah, none of them's ever compared to this. Like, holy shit.
I also like it because it has a very shiny butt.
It's
That's
got
the
a butt.
logo.
It's got a butt on it. I don't know. Does mine have a butt on it? No, mine has a little cake on it.
Oh.
Because mine's like the chocolate cake. So.
Also, at the back of this is sexist, and it says to get naked, you have to take your bra off. It's like, bro.
Well, they don't know. You could be worried about. You could be supporting some dumplings up there. They don't know.
I don't like how it gives you instructions on how to use it. The first step is get naked and get in the shower. It's like, you don't say.
Well, maybe they think you'll start scrubbing with your clothes on. I don't know.
I guess if it was like a hand thing or a face thing,
Oh.
which I didn't use it
I
for
don't.
my
I don't
face.
think I've never used it on my face. I would be kind of afraid to use it on my face.
No, I was afraid to do is like I'm just gonna smell coffee all the time. This is never gonna get out of my nose. Like,
Yeah, I'd maybe not go for the face on that one. I don't know. Yeah. Is that all you got for now? So we'll move on to my topic.
have you done any side quests this week?
Side quest.
Side quests? No,
What does that mean?
it's not part of the main quest. Side
What
quest.
part is the main?
Have you ever played a
quest?
video game before?
Yeah, yeah, but like you gotta specify which part. What's the main quest versus a side quest?
I think the main goal is death. That's where we end up.
What the? Okay,
No,
I don't know what you mean. So.
no, just like random stuff. Like the side quest I picked up this week was mechanical keyboards. So I think I'm gonna be building a mechanical keyboard.
No, I haven't done a whole lot of other things because I've still been on the not sleep train. So I've been just trying to keep my shit together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So I haven't been doing a lot of extra activities except for we did do practice on Wednesday, which was dope.
Yeah.
It was nice getting back into stuff.
New songs or practicing covers?
We're just practicing covers right now, trying to like figure out where our dynamic is, and then I mean, Trish and I are still like
The Terminator.
Terminator and I are still doing stuff on the side.
She's gonna be angry at you.
It'll be fine. But yeah. So I don't know. It was nice just getting back into
Yeah, the groove, that type of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
which was fun. So we worked on Dear Maria, Count Me In by All Time Low, which actually went really well. I thought I had a lot of fun with
I
that.
feel like that's one of the songs that I should know, but I don't.
You
because
do.
I don't know song titles. I just know how they go.
You know the song.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like all oldies. It's like, you know who sings this song? It's like, I don't.
It's not even old. It's from 2007.
No, I mean, as an example, it's like anything written between like 1975 and 1980. It's like, this is just oldies.
Yeah.
It's background music.
Fair. Side quests. Good lord.
Or how one day I just decided to listen to all of Britney Spears' Blackout and find out that every single song in that album is a bop.
No, I did.
So I texted Terminator at work and I'm like, bro. And she
No.
goes, yeah, you're a little late. It's like, I know, but bro.
I did get some more strokes, so you gotta deal with more of that bullshit. I thought I'd be over that by now. Like, I feel like it's been a whole ass year I've been on that train.
No, I think it's mostly like just this year. It hasn't been like, well, I mean, it's become a problem.
No, it was because, like, it was like when we started first doing band stuff, which was around this time last year.
I see.
So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you guys had like 8
it's
months.
It's been a whole ass year, man. This is starting to turn into a problem.
It's almost terminal.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Right,
But,
so
no, I have not done shit for anything this last couple of weeks.
yeah, focus for me has been like really, really weird. There's I don't know what type of. I don't know. You're the spooky one.
And that's like a side quest that I haven't been on either. It's like
no, I think that's main quest is sleeping.
no, I haven't done any spooky research or any research besides for those. So no, I've not been looking up random things that I think about because I've been too focused on trying to not die. Does this have glitter in it?
No, that's tea. See?
Oh.
Stuff like that happened. The lights just flickered. It's like, yeah, I know there's something weird going on. Like, I actually haven't been to the gym or yoga all week because I've been working so much.
Oh, I went by myself on Monday
Yeah.
to Bella's. Holy shit, she kicked our asses.
Nice. I need to figure out, like, when she actually does her shit so I can make sure to go to hers.
Monday and Wednesday,
Okay.
I think. I don't know, because I went one Wednesday and it wasn't her, but she must have been busy or something. But
I do know that Frog Mama went to one of the, like, candlelight stuff.
yeah. Did she like that?
No.
No. Okay. Did she like the other one that we went to?
The one that we went to, she's like, yeah, that was awesome. It was,
Okay.
it's what she was looking for. But she's like, oh yeah, got off work late, went to that one, thought it'd be kind of cool and relaxing. I guess the instructor there, which they'd never done that when I was there, but they burned sage, and she's like, it just smells like a stanky campfire in here. This is not relaxing.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, I know. Like no, like the
That's the-
instructor
like-
sages the room. It's like I don't usually do this.
Well, unless they were having some spooks or something.
Maybe. But I know like Bella, she's done like essential oils. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I can get down with that. But
That's weird.
yeah. What else do you have randomly?
Oh, so trigger warning, talking about lady things. I got on a new birth control prescription, and all I've been craving is fucking cake.
Wait, was that when came from the Formula One race?
Yeah, like no shit. I don't know what the deal is, but like just constantly I'm like,
I need cake.
so I've been buying the mug cakes,
Yeah.
but I've like
Destroyed them all? You ate the whole box?
no, we've decided that I only get one a day, otherwise I'm gonna get fat. Which like one of the side effects of this birth control is
Is it weight gain?
weight gain, and I'm
Well, it's
like,
because you eat cake all the time.
that never made any sense to me on other ones, but this one it makes sense because I just want fucking cake all the time.
It's also because you're closer to 30 than you are to 20.
No, not yet. Give it a couple months,
No.
then I will be. But
My immediate younger sister, her favorite thing is when someone turns 25. It's like, yay, you started your death cycle. Because at 25, your body stops growing.
oh no,
Like everything is fully developed, so you stopped growing.
but then you actually start losing stuff when you're 27.
Yeah,
That's when you actually start dying.
yeah.
So 25 is just when you stop, but then 27 is when you actually start
if
dying.
you stop growing, you starting dying.
No,
27 is when you're just actively dying.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, you should know already.
I just forget how old I am, so I'm just constantly 25.
Yeah, I like how our lovely yoga ladies decided that I was older because because you don't look like you're fucking old, but you do, and it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how to do it. You guys keep me young.
No, it's probably because you just always look like you're old out of a dumpster.
No, it's one of those. It's one of my favorite backhanded compliments of all time. Is wow, you clean up good. It's like you saying I look like shit all the time. Like,
Yes.
yes, but no. But yes.
Absolutely. Jesus. No. Cake all the time.
Nice.
I found a cake that I really wanted to buy, but I didn't get it. And then I was so
You're just really far down the rabbit hole.
I got home and I was like, I should have bought that cake. And I'm still like, I should have bought
the cake.
I should have bought that cake. And I like kind of want to go back and see if it's still there, but I don't know. And it's like I shouldn't buy a cake because I know what's gonna happen.
Is it because you wanted it in your mouth? Or is it because the cake looked really cool?
No, it wasn't even like. It looked cool because it was really simple. So it was like. It was like gray with like white little dollops of frosting and then some white sprinkles on the side. And it like the label said on it extra white cake. And I was like, what does that even mean? I want to know.
It's so white you wouldn't believe. You cut it open, its light shines out of it.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I really regret not buying that cake, and I kind of want to go back and see if it's still there. But that was like a fucking week ago, so it's probably not. And then if I go, I'm going to be disappointed that it wasn't there anymore. And yeah, I don't know. Die.
My sister-in-law does all types of manner of cake. She will definitely bake you something.
Yeah, but then I actually have a problem.
It's like drugs. It's like I got a dealer. I got a cake dealer.
Yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. So I can't do that. I know her stuff is really good though.
Yeah.
She had little cookies that looked like Peeps. Oh, speaking of Peeps, not my giant Peeps, but
Stupid, enormous people.
I take naps on it. All right, it's perfect. ColourPop, which is a makeup brand, had a Peeps collection, so I bought some of it.
God damn it! So it's all just neon colors.
No, it's like pastels. It's like cute,
because
cute
Easter,
pastels. Yeah. Yep. What else shitty things did I buy this week? Oh, I bought a perfume, but it's the one that I already have, but I have the baby one of it. It's When the Rain Stops. It's the one that smells like it's raining.
Ooh.
I don't know if I ever showed you that one.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll have to spray that for you when we get back upstairs. But yeah, I bought the big one because like I have this much of the
big one.
It's the same brand as the Jazz Club one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the replica one. So yeah, it's that same size. I have this much left of it. So I was just like, you know what? Sephora's doing 15% off. I'm going to buy
It's the whole store.
the big bottle. But then I also saw there was a cherry blossom one. And I wanted to get it, but then I stopped because like Bath and Body Works has a Japanese cherry blossom, but it doesn't smell good.
Oh, because it's Bath and Body Works. It's standard issue soap.
Yeah, it's like it's a bad smell. I don't like it.
I do like how they have like every season about like what 10 flavors, but then it's everything. So it's like shampoos, lotions, soap, candles.
Bath and Body Works? What? No?
Yeah.
They don't have shampoo.
They
You
don't have shampoo. They have
lose.
body wash.
Yeah, they have body wash.
Yeah. But no, they have like, but it's everything is like one
Yeah.
of those like 5 or 10 flavors, and they're always seasonal.
Flavors.
What do you call them? Sniffs.
Sniffs. It's a sniff.
I mean, if it smells like candy, it probably tastes like candy.
No. No, it would probably burn because it has alcohol in it. But yeah, like they have all of those, and they have all of these products of it. And most of the time they have one thing of that with glitter in it, but I never get to buy it
Yeah.
because someone will get mad about it. So I don't. But we do buy like a shit ton of candles from there.
Mm-hmm.
But we usually wait until they're on sale.
Well, yeah, you guys also like candle people. Like
Yeah.
I leave it on, and then my house burns down. Like,
Oh, no. I usually remember to blow them out before I go to bed. But yeah, I like burning candles a lot in our house. Especially since, like, I don't know, we get a lot of, like, weird smells in our house.
you are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So there's,
Yeah. Well, and there's 4 cats in here,
Yeah.
so they're always smelling weird. Just like, Rascal has... she doesn't smell bad, but when she meows in your face, she has bad breath.
yeah, Fox is the same way. It's like his mouth just
Like,
smells bad.
Dang it! Why do you smell like this? You smell fine otherwise. But then Mochi has a sniff about her.
Mm.
I think that's because
'cause-
she's floofy and
Yeah,
dumb.
her fur just catches everything.
Yep. I don't think Bean smells. I don't know. She doesn't really like.
She's so small and quiet and away all the time.
Yeah, she's just so.
just pick her up and just.
No, that's weird. Don't sniff cats. It's weird. Don't do it.
Squish that cat. Squish that cat. You gotta squish him.
And then Cupcake just smells like old kitty because she is, in fact, an old kitty. But she's a good kitty. She's such a good kitty.
Oh. As for last of the random stuff, the random thing that I bought this week was a charity item from a website called Saint Stinger,
What?
and it's a charity that goes to Ukraine relief.
Oh, okay.
However, it was flagged by my bank,
Oh.
and then they then canceled my card.
Oh, no.
I got half of the merchandise. I think the other one is still in delivery, but yeah. So now I'm like,
Nice.
So now I'm a week without a debit card.
Let's see.
But I got a little sticker for my car, and it's a tractor pulling a tank, and the tractor has a Ukrainian flag. The tank has a sunflower coming out of it. I'm like, well, this is fantastic.
Yes.
And the other thing that I got was a T-shirt with the depiction of Olga of Kiev holding a Stinger rocket launcher.
Nice.
So it's like this very early Catholic Church iconography, like stained glass window looking lady with a modern day rocket launcher. And it's like, well, this is fantastic. Sometime whenever we get history again, I do want to do an episode about her because she's just fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, my tarot deck's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Oh, which one did you decide on?
I got the black one of the Luna,
Mm,
but then the guide I got in pink
of course.
instead.
Like some of those, like as far as like art pieces are, like they're really really cool, but it's like,
Yeah. So we'll have to check that out next week after I figure out what's going on with it. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought another sleeping hat because I wear a silk hat to sleep to keep my hair out of the way, so I don't like roll over it all the time. So I've been buying those for a couple of years now, but mine was getting to the point where it keeps falling off my head. So that's when it's time to replace it.
Mm.
Is it a Snapchat? No.
well,
Should we?
we should.
To the
Ciao.
next segment. Hotel Del Luna, part 3.
It's episodes 11, 12, and 13.
Yes, because there's a lot. There's more shit happening all the
I
time.
know, yeah, like this one. Oh God. Well, we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, how much did you cry watching these 3?
So
Do you want more tea?
yes,
Okay.
12 got to me, episode 12.
12?
So we'll get there when we go there.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, well.
Oh, the tiger suit.
Yes. But
Yeah.
you forgot, like, it opens with showing that Mr. Guard guy actually waited for her in the spot.
Oh, yeah, ambushed her.
Yeah, where they ambushed her, he was waiting for her still. But it, like, doesn't show anything after that. It just shows. But yeah, Manuel gives Mr. Goo the friggin' leopard. They say it's
they
a
keep
tiger
saying tiger,
suit,
but this is clearly a leopard
but
print.
it's leopard print. So it's like, did they not find a tiger print suit? But
Well, later she alludes that she's going to give another one. That's a zebra. But
yeah.
But yeah, the whole idea of it was with the painting, the tiger that lives inside the painting is like, oh yeah, and she pulls out that she's like, wearing like leopard leggings, and she's like, I'll get you a suit like this, and points to it, and isn't that rare? It was like, oh god, this show.
And yeah, like she finally gives it to him.
And it's funny. Absolutely fantastic.
It's really funny, and he does end up wearing it, but that's later. But now since the chairman got his dream call, now there's an influx of dream call requests.
No, just the idea of the dream call to me is insane and hilarious.
It's funny.
And also, Miss Zhang is trying to like subvert it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're done. Click.
Yeah, she's so mad.
Well, because the chairman is trying to hook up his granddaughter with
Mr.
Koo. And Sundray Bitchmode is not having any of that.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't go for it anyways. I think he only meets up with her to figure out what to do with the painting and stuff. But we get to the dream call of the father and son apologizing to the guy that ran him over.
Yeah.
Like the first time I watched that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, whereas he doesn't call him to haunt him. He calls him to,
He's like, sorry that we ruined your life, basically. It wasn't your fault that you hit us. We ran out in front of you. Please don't take it too hard on yourself. It was an accident, yada yada. And the poor guy is just bawling his eyes out.
Yeah. Which I like that take on that type of thing. Like it's I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit different than what we're used to seeing, as opposed to that call actually going to haunt the guy. It's like, well, people make mistakes.
Yeah, we're very, like, over here, I feel like we're very, like, angry at people all the time.
That's our default emotion that we go to.
Yeah, we're just angry all the time. So, yeah, it was nice to see that. Oh, yeah, and then we cut to the policeman finding the Hello website.
Yeah. This, the depictions of the evils of social media.
Yep, where all of the ghosts, the 6 ghosts staying at the hotel right now, were
all victims of one serial killer.
They were listed on this website,
which is basically Parler mixed with 4chan, mixed with the bad parts of Reddit.
Yeah.
Well, the idea of it is it's doxing. It's finding people and like releasing their information so this guy could find them and stuff like that. So it's like here's where they live, here's their phone number, stuff like that, and track them down.
Well, and he, like, the killer guy you can see later when he's trying to track down Yuna that he's a very resourceful guy. He's a smart guy. He pretends to be all these different things to get information. But yeah, basically all these people were listed on this website, and it's basically people going to vent their anger at whoever.
Yeah, it's screaming into the void.
Yeah. Oh. Then we have the lunar eclipse coming up.
No, we have the previous manager.
Yeah, that's
later. Well, yeah, we know.
This is the same thing. So the lunar eclipse is coming up. So the old manager meets up with Goo to set up.
So where does she land with Mr. No?
She was right before Mr. No.
Okay, because Mr. No, he said he was like there for 30 years, but she doesn't look terribly old.
Well, she was only there for like 6 years or something.
I see.
As a manager. And so she comes and asks for Manuel for a favor. And Manuel's like, I don't
I
know.
don't really do affairs with people.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
she,
here's a giant ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you.
here's
Yeah,
a gift. What do you
need?
want?
No.
what did you want?
She does the thing. You have that. I can't remember which ethnicity she is. I think she's Chinese. A little makeup girl with the giant pad.
Yeah, she's Chinese.
Yeah, where when she shows whatever cream or powder she's using, she always taps it with her fingernails.
Yeah.
And Miss Zhang does that with the ruby box. I'm like, is that just like an Asian thing? This seems really weird.
I don't know. I don't know. But her request is that her daughter and son-in-law get to stay in
Room 404.
room 404.
So they can make a baby.
Yep, because the last people that stayed in room 404 on
Like what? They became rich or had like a
No,
Nobel Prize. Their
the
kid became very gifted.
the kid was Korea's best soccer player.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is the son-in-law, I think, is what that's that kid basically. So they're having a second time magical kid.
Yeah. So they're trying to catch
But yeah,
on it.
this can only happen on the lunar eclipse though, because that's the only time that humans are allowed to stay.
Yep. And the hotel becomes visible.
Yeah, the hotel and the ghost become visible. Which ties into the next part where Veronica, Sanchez's girlfriend, is going to come visit from Korea.
And he's got to propose
he's
to her.
gonna
He's got the
propose
ring
to
and
her.
everything.
And he's waiting for her, and she doesn't show up. And then
Like he tries to call her, and it's like her flight's not delayed, but she's still not
but
here.
she's not here. So he gets a call that she's been in an accident. So he's packing up to leave to go to Shanghai, where she was.
And he's booking it out there, and
Yeah,
the look on Mr. Koo's face
When
when he
he
sees her
sees
ghost,
her
and
ghost.
he just,
Yeah. So he,
that got me.
yeah, I figured.
And then, he's, look, you don't need to go to China.
Yeah,
There's nothing for you there.
Yeah, he's like, don't go. I have a way. Which
No, and literally, it's that night because a lunar eclipse is only an 8-hour event.
yeah,
So it's like, no, okay, right now, if we go,
you can see her. Yeah,
yeah.
And he must have sounded insane to Sanchez. 'Cause he's like,
no, and
what are you
kinda called
talking
him out on that.
about? But he follows him anyways,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like,
'cause
okay. I
He's a
mean,
good friend. You trust him.
we'll figure it out. So he goes to the hotel and gets to see Veronica, and he doesn't say anything the whole time. Did you notice that?
Yeah. There was I thought that was really amazing. Cool. Like it's the first time I actually watched the show, and I had to fucking read it.
Yeah.
But Veronica's ghost doesn't say anything until she has 4 lines. But
Yeah.
but the way it's the whole story and interaction is told just by acting. It's so much done without words. It's fantastic. Which is another reason why I just Plus, Sanchez is one of my favorite characters. He's having a hard time, and I feel really bad for the guy.
Yep. So she basically says, "Don't be sad. I had a wonderful life with you."
Yeah.
And then goodbye, and then she just fucking
Yeah,
disappears.
just poofed.
Because she doesn't actually disappear but it's just that
he can't see her anymore
can't
because
see
the
her.
eclipse is. Yeah, and there's that whole timer thing. You see the shadow coming across him, and it's yeah.
Yep.
And they also, when they meet on the balcony, and because Mr. Koo can see the ghost, and she comes out, the way that he kind of hesitates before he leaves is no, just giving them space. That whole sequence is so wonderfully done.
Yeah. And then it cuts to Manuel, and you can see kind of in her face that she's kind of realizing what happens to the people that are left behind when people cross over to the ghost side.
Okay, before we get... so, this show does this all the time, and I hate it. It's it didn't give me enough time to process everything that happened.
Yeah.
It's okay, we should we can drag this thing out just a little bit longer, and then you can just end the episode. That's fine. Like you come to the end of the story, it's like no, now there's all this other bullshit happening. It's the same thing when Mr. Node died. Like I had a
Yeah.
hard time with that too because I love that character. It's like and the way that they revealed that he's dead. It's like also that's a Millie episode. We don't give a shit about him anymore. Here's other stuff. Like here's fucking
Yeah.
Manuel gonna go buy another Jag. Like,
yeah, because like these episodes are so long, they have to pack.
well, yeah,
I mean,
but
they definitely could have done it.
there's a problem with
longer,
the pacing.
but that's kind of typical for K-drama stuff. Yeah,
So it's a marathon.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, like you can see, like I think she's finally registering what happens because that's the first time she's seen like the human part of it, where it's like the people that are still alive, the sorrow that they feel. Because most of the time she doesn't see that because she only sees the dead people.
Yeah. Oh, she says something along those lines. No, that's later, where she's like, the living are boring to me or something like that.
Yeah.
But she meets the Mago, number 4, the Black Mago.
We're not there yet.
We're not
Shit,
there
man.
yet.
No, because
Oh yeah, I didn't take notes because I was too busy crying and not getting over Sanchez and his problem.
no, you see the inside of room 404 and what happens to the guests that stay at 404. So the human guests are checking out. They're not really checking out because they don't get to.
Yeah.
But you can see the inside of, like earlier in the show, it like alluded that room 404 is
It's
dangerous.
just a void,
Like it's
yeah.
dangerous, but you finally find out that it's a really nice room. But when the guests leave, it drops them off like all the way across the city into a completely different hotel. Like that's why you only get to stay once and then you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then the killer guy almost hits Yuna with his car,
Yeah.
and by this time she's made her sketch of him, so she's looking at the sketch
Yeah.
and then looking at the driver, and she's like, "Oh man, holy shit!"
Yeah, there was a thing where Zhang met the Black Mago, like the one she's looking
Yeah,
for.
that was
Yeah.
the end of that.
Oh, that is the
episode.
end. Why? Okay, I have my
Yeah.
notes backwards. Yeah,
Yes.
because I was processing the whole thing. It's like, okay, so in the last like 20 minutes of the episode, we have to deal with Sanchez and his fiance dying. Well, Sanchez's fiance dying and him trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
Then we get Yuna being pursued by the serial killer. And
Yeah, like he's trying to look for her, and then she just like like they just have this encounter in the middle of the street. So she's like gets in a taxi and is like, follow that guy.
Yeah.
And then Goo shows up and looks at her sketch and is like, man, I think I know this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? You go, I'll check it out. And then, while Manuel is waiting at his house for him, Mago number 4 shows up and is like harassing her and is like, and like they make it look like she's kind of like shuddering at what
Yeah.
Mago number
that
4
whole
is
like
saying.
exchange where Miss Zhang is not
Yeah.
having any of it,
But then-
basically, and like feeds it right back to her.
Yeah, but then episode 12 opens with her just being like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's it's kind of a recurring theme, especially in this part of the series with Miss Zhang's character, and that's like it's the loneliness of eternity.
Yeah.
It's like immortal life would be the single worst thing because you'd be just lonely all the time. Like everything is fleeting and you're the only thing that's constant.
Well, and she's at the point now where she's like feeling her emotions instead of just like shutting them off
Yeah.
because
And that's
Mr. Goo opened that
why
doorway for her.
the tree is blooming.
Yeah.
Because she's actually feeling things.
Yeah.
But Mago, what she was saying was the leaves will fall and the flowers will wilt when you have something to lose.
Yeah, because she was not.
Because she didn't care about anything. She's
Yeah.
the material girl and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so
It's like
now it's like this will start happening when you start being afraid of.
yeah, that's what it was.
And yeah, I think like the scene with Veronica is kind of what kind of started that second part because of her realizing like this is what happens to people afterwards. So that kind of opened the door a little bit for that. And now Mago number 4 is like when you start being afraid of what happens to the other, like the people that you care about, is when things will start going further, basically, when stuff will start following.
Yeah.
But enough of that. To the crazy.
In the bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a fantastic scene where he goes like, oh yeah, wine, right? Yeah. Because he meets I can't think of his name.
Sojiwon.
Yeah. Who is actually someone we know.
Yeah.
He was the guy that mailed Sanchez the gun.
Yeah.
This guy's grade A piece of shit.
Yeah. He's a problem, but
Yeah, he was the whole guy gave Sanchez gun, said you should probably just kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's like,
whoa, man. So you're kind of like,
well, so already Ku has a vendetta against it.
yeah, like he already hates the guy.
So he's kind of playing the situation.
And then he also has the ghost of
the seventh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the man that he framed for his wife's killing and then the rest of the killing. So she's like not having any of this bullshit. She's like, they got the wrong fucking guy. My husband is not guilty.
There's a small moment when they're doing that, when the killer guy goes and gets goes to get more wine, and as he walks away and like past the chair, then the ghost appears in the chair.
Yeah.
And Ku just kind of turns where he goes, is that him? Is that the killer? Like it's almost now, instead of something that he was, terrified of in the beginning, now it's a superpower.
Yeah.
And
now
that's awesome.
Yeah. So Gu wanders into his back room that you can tell he's kind of that
it's a VIP.
Jiwon is like shying away from a little bit, but he goes back there anyways, and then Jiwon's like, hey man, what are you doing back here, buddy? He's like, oh, just seeing what you do for fun. Is it murdering the shit out of people? And he's like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
And then pulls out the bottles of wine that are full of victims' blood.
Yeah.
They're all labeled. It's like, yeah. I almost forgot that this is actually a terrifying fucking show. Like,
yeah, with the website logo on it.
yeah.
It's like, oh man. He's like, this ghost is helping me. Do you want me to pull out more? And then he pulls out the rest of the bottles with blood in them.
All 7. It's like,
and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, the ghost of the 7th victim that you murdered is helping me. And he's like, nah, but okay. And so he tries to attack Gu, and he doesn't win. But
well, we don't know yet. The whole sequence were like, oh no, Mr. Crew died. It's like, he can't fucking die.
Yeah.
5 episodes left of this thing.
Yep. But Yuna calls Hyunjung and is like, Mr. Gu got hurt, and he's automatically like, Mr. Gu
number
died. He's dead. And so he freaks everybody out, and then he walks in. And they're all just staring him down like,
yeah, because he's got like a little bit of blood on his face.
Yeah, because they think he's just fucking dead. Yeah. And then Manuel walks up to him with tears in her eyes and feels that his heart is still beating.
Yeah.
And then she goes to beat the shit out of him
with her shoe. She walks away with only one shoe on. I thought there was something where Miss Zhang can't feel certain things, like physically, like can't.
No, she can still, like, she's always been able to feel his heart and stuff.
Because I thought there was something with
that's
it.
why she always like puts it her hand on his chest.
Yeah, because I mean they drugged that out for like 5 minutes, just like the
it's like,
the slow touch. It's
yeah,
like,
he's not
okay,
dead.
we get it.
So then she goes to beat the shit out of him.
Miss Cho,
holds her back.
And
and Mr. Kim. But yeah, and then it shows the rest of the scene of what happened in the bar still, and
Yeah, because he called the cops ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, the ghost
The
did.
ghost of the seventh victim called the cops and was like, "Hey, I'm dead, but this is what's going on." And yeah, like the reincarnation of Yanwu was like, "I don't know what the fuck, but I guess."
We're gonna go check this out.
And then John. No, so John. What's the guy's name? Jiwon. Yeah, there we go. Soljian. God damn it.
The serial killer.
The serial killer tries to murk himself by breaking a bottle and
No, there's that whole scene
Cutting
where
his throat.
the cop has, the gun in his face. You're under arrest, and he just goes and grabs a bottle of wine and smashes it, just hold it out, like a
Yeah.
improvised weapon. I'm like, did he literally bring a knife to a gunfight?
Yeah.
And then, tries to take his own life.
yeah. He tries to murk himself but is unsuccessful. They take him to the hospital and he gets on the roof.
Mm.
And then we cut to Manuel giving Goo like bags and bags of first aid shit.
Oh yeah, her care package. Okay, because he's all injured and stuff like that, and so she's trying to take care of him, and she's trying to treat his wounds, and it's like, which one do I use? The most expensive one here, and puts it on his face. It's hemorrhoid cream. That line. Sorry, I put the ointment that heals buttholes on your face. Like, oh my god, this fucking show.
Well, and then he looks in like the gift bag one, and he's like, it's champagne,
Yeah, and caviar.
It's all of her favorite things that she's giving.
It's like, okay.
And he's like, oh, can I have your red car? Can I drive your red car? And she's like,
Yes, you can. And
yes.
hands him the keys to the poop colored one.
Yeah, hands him the key to the wrong car. And he's like, these are the wrong keys. She's like, and he was like, just kidding. I was saying if you would choose me or your favorite car.
She chose the car.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. Like that's, I'm glad that the show has that stuff in there.
Yeah. And then she kind of tells him the story of growing up with Yeonwoo, how she... And I think it shows it later.
Yeah, because she says, I never really talked about my past with you.
Yeah. So she's talking about how her parents died and Yeonwoo's mom took her in. So they grew up as siblings, basically.
Yeah, so crazy close.
Yeah.
So her and Yeonwoo, it's he's also the cop. Like he's a reincarnated soul.
Yeah. He's been reincarnated because he moved on.
And then we're back on the roof.
Yes, we're back on the roof, and so he's obviously nuts.
Yeah. So the serial killer guy he got out of his hospital bed, went to the roof, and is standing on the rail. He's gonna jump.
Yeah. So they make Goo come and talk to him, and he's talking about what he was saying about ghosts and shit, and he goes on the Hello website and puts a curse on Goo, and then yeets himself off the building.
Well, before that, like because Koo is the righteous good character, even this horrible shitty person, he's still literally trying to save their soul.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to it's like, yeah, you can jump and then we'll just your soul will go rotten and stuff like that. But there's also the chance that his soul will become vengeful.
Yes.
But Miss Zhang is there the whole time and he can't see her.
He can't see her.
So Koo looks insane because he's talking to his imaginary friend, in quotes. And she's just like, this fucking guy, just let him jump.
Yeah. She's like, I don't like he's a shitbag. So he does, in fact, jump. And then he shows up as a ghost on the roof. He's like, well, I guess this shit is real. I guess I made the right bet.
Ghosts are things.
And then he can see Manuel. But she tries to
Well, first she verbally assaults him.
Just absolutely destroys him with
Yeah.
words. And then she actually tries to destroy him and can't because
There's the Super Saiyan black energy.
yep, because of the curse has so much backing on it that it protects him in his vengefulness, which is wacky, but I guess it works. But yeah, so she can't do shit about it. So she's like, yeah, but Mr. Goo, you're gonna just stick by me from now on because I don't like this.
Yeah, and we find out that he's going to be hunting people around him. So that also includes Sanchez and Mira,
Yep.
who is the reincarnation of her arch nemesis.
Yep. So
Bride.
Manuel doesn't like this at all. So she makes a deal with the Grim Reaper to get rid of his ass because she can't do anything about it, but he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And again, that should have been the end of the episode, but they decided to tack
There's
on this other
more.
bullshit story about this the lifeline.
Yep. So the deal was for in exchange for the Grim Reaper hunting G1 that they have to go collect a life basically.
Yeah.
And it's a life that should have died 3 years ago but is still being held on by the kiddo's parents. So they're both I think he's a doctor and she's just
I know he's a doctor.
I don't think she's a doctor. Maybe he's just a doctor. But he found out how to do a lifeline surgery to basically buy time for their son. And they gave pretty much all they could, and it made them age by
a lot faster.
Crazy amount of years.
So they look like they're 50 and they're only like 20.
Yeah.
Because they gave all their lifeline to their son.
Yep. So Manuel and Goo go in and are like, we need some money. We'll give you some of our lifeline. And then they go in there, and he obviously doesn't give up his lifeline. But Manuel goes and talks to the kid and is like, hey, your parents have been dying themselves to give you life.
Yeah, it's like there's a picture of him where the little boy is the same age, but his parents look 20 years younger.
Yeah. So the kid basically makes the choice to go with them. So he's making the choice to die to save his parents, basically.
Yeah.
But his parents are quite distraught about it, and that's really fucking sad.
that one's pretty rough.
Yeah. And yeah, that's another time that she is seeing like the sorrow of the people left behind, and you can tell it's like hitting her quite a bit more hard than maybe Veronica was, but because now she's more aware of it because of what Manuel number 4 said. But oh yeah, in between here, where was that? Yuna and the bellboy got together, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they visit
they visit her
grave,
her actual body
it's
grave.
cremated, but
Yeah,
because he doesn't really because he said he died on a mountain.
Yeah,
he doesn't know where he was buried. So
he doesn't actually have like a burial.
Yeah,
because nobody ever found him.
I don't think we haven't really learned a whole lot about his grudge, right? Like why he's still around.
Yeah. Well, he's staying. It does say that he's staying around until his sister passes away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we do know his sister.
Yeah, we don't learn how he died yet, but we do later. And all of it's fucking brutal. And then Sanchez comes back.
Yes.
And is still distraught about Veronica, but he doesn't realize that she has
already
started her journey across the bridge because it's
that's right.
Yeah,
it takes 49 days.
Yeah, it takes 49 days to cross the bridge, and as you're crossing the bridge,
you're leaving your memories behind.
You slowly lose your memories, starting from the oldest to the newest. So when you get across the bridge. Like the reason nobody comes back across the bridge is because they don't
know how.
remember why they would go back across. So that's part of like
The finality of death.
yeah, yep,
And why, like, you don't necessarily remember all this stuff from your other reincarnations. Like, all these other characters that are reincarnations don't know that they are.
but
And then Miss Jang decides to be a total bitch McTitterson to poor Sanchez because as the last kind of gift, he wants to give her favorite pizza to Veronica. And
yeah,
she's always like, she's dead, bro. She don't like pizza.
which she does like apologize for it.
No, and that's a whole like huge thing when
Yeah.
she does.
Yeah. But we finally do get into Miss Choi's grudge, though. So she is waiting for the last of a family tree to die out, basically, and she thought that had happened because the son had died without getting married, and so they thought, I guess.
Yeah,
but then
turns out he knocked up his girlfriend.
yeah, it turns out he knocked up his girlfriend that his parents made him break up with because apparently his parents are douchebags too. And so she is not happy about it. But the reason that she is angry at this family, I guess, is A, they killed her daughter, basically.
Well,
I know this is like a lot, it's explained a lot later, but like,
yeah, okay.
I'd rather just do it all at once because otherwise it's a lot of hopping around.
Well,
but it's like, it's...
Well, the reason why is because she married into this very prestigious family.
Yep.
And when she was pregnant with her first kid, it was a girl, so it wasn't someone who can carry on the family name.
Yeah.
So her husband then had like a surrogate, I guess, or just had multiple wives.
He found another woman, basically.
Yeah.
He found a side chick.
Yeah. And so this family takes her baby, as an infant.
Yeah, so a big thing back then was like fortune telling type things.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to a fortune teller and was like, and the fortune teller says, in order for your baby to be a boy, you have to get rid of the other.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of the daughter. So they leave an infant
in the barn and lock the door
for I don't think it says how many days.
It was,
days.
I mean, and days way too fucking long.
Yeah, yeah. So once Miss Choi finds out, she runs and gets her baby, but by that time it's too late, and nobody will treat the baby because of the family.
No, and she's literally going through the whole village and banging on doors until her hands are bloody from beating on doors.
Yeah.
And
so she is trying so hard to fight for her daughter, but the daughter ends up passing away. And she is carrying her baby around.
Completely overcome with postpartum grief.
Yeah.
Well, that's not postpartum. It's post.
I don't know. Just
boredom.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
She's walking around with her poor dead baby and just out of her mind.
Yeah.
And then I think that was her husband that came and murked her.
Yeah, well, all of his friends.
Yeah, so the family then murders her.
Yeah.
And then later down the line, they decide that they have to destroy both their bodies.
Yeah, they have to dig up their graves for land usage.
Well, no, it's because they want a different I think it's farther down the line.
Oh.
They wanted a healthy son because the baby was sick or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fortune teller tells them that they have to dig up the body of the old distraught lady and daughter and destroy it. And that's when she almost like loses her shit and murders people and becomes a vengeful spirit.
Yeah. So as her ghost, she's casting curses and becoming a vengeful spirit. And then the Grim Reaper stops her.
Yeah. So they strike a deal to keep her from having to go to the afterlife. But and then we get to Mr. Goo wears his tiger suit to cheer her up.
Yeah.
Which is the one and only time he wears it.
Yeah, because the present day Mrs. Cho is going to the funeral of the last heir, and like almost in a weird way of like not like she just wanted to go to just kind of be pissed off. Like it wasn't like she
Yeah,
didn't go
she
there
was
because
just
she cared about him.
she just was going.
She almost needed like closure. Like yeah, he's actually for real dead.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Let's see.
But we do know that the Miss Zhang knows where the pregnant girlfriend is. She works at a pharmacy, and finds her, and she's having a miscarriage. Well, essentially, this is complications.
Yeah, and Manuel is like, you can let the baby die, and
And then yes, you're
then
right. That is the end.
that'll be the end for your grudge. But Miss Choi remembers what it's like to hold her
Yep.
baby girl and how awful it would have been to lose her baby. So she ends up saving her. And doing so, resolving her grudge, basically.
Yeah. Well, because yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, she
Yeah,
pretty
she
much,
wouldn't-
she's not gonna harm. Like, she had her chance to make her thing happen,
Yeah.
but she's choosing not to, and thus kind of resolving herself to
Yeah.
it.
It's like not every grudge has only one solution.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's the the Miss Lang the Mago that's basically Manuel
Oh yeah, the Mago of
of Fortune.
wealth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like oh look, they're best friends because they both drive Jaguars and they both like
Yeah.
wear the super florally hanfus and like all this crap. It's like wait, it's basically you if you were in fact a deity. I was like oh god,
Yep,
this is
yep.
ridiculous.
Oh, I also like the part where Mr. Kim finally figured out that Miss Jang and Mr. Yu are like
Oh yeah, are together.
because
Yeah.
he was like, I know why my matchmaking didn't work out. I think it's because
He found someone else
Mr. Gu has someone else in his heart.
that makes him very, very happy. And
Yeah.
she goes, yeah, I am happy.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you happy?
And he's like, oh, I see.
Of the hotel staff, I think Mr. Kim is my favorite.
So funny. Oh yeah, and then we also see that the Firefly has always been there.
Yeah. And he's landed on the, just been hanging out in the tree for.
Yeah, he's
the
just kind of
longest
been
time.
hanging out around the hotel, which I don't know if you like put two and two together, but that's what they're talking about when they say first guest. But yeah, and then we go to Mr. Serial Killer, who's now a killer ghost, is going after the people that Goo cares about. And the first he goes after is Sanchez. So Sanchez is in his pizza kitchen doing pizza things. And Killer Ghost comes in and fucks his shit.
Tries to
little
knock
bit.
over a pile of boiling water.
Yeah, right on top of him. But did you see his phone?
Yeah, Veronica was calling him.
Yeah,
I was like,
Veronica.
wait, what?
Which I think was actually done by the Grim Reaper.
No.
So the Grim Reaper saves him.
Yeah.
So he only ends up burning his hand. But that's when Manuel goes over to his place and is like, hey, burn this in your house. Don't go to dark places. I'm sorry for being a dick.
Yeah, and actually sincerely apologizes. And it's like, oh yeah, so who else? It's like, oh yeah, Mira.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, she's on a date. It's like, yeah, she got a. It's like, oh, Mira's like, yeah, she got a boyfriend now. So it's like, oh yeah, so it's not Mr. Q. And it's like, oh yeah, he's pretty handsome. Here, I'll go grab you a picture, and then she just fucks off.
Yeah,
It's
spooks
like,
off.
before she realizes that the person from the past that means the most to her and the person from the past that she hates the most
are together.
reincarnated and are now boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah. So they end up saving them in the movie theater from Mr. Killer Ghost.
Okay, because the ghost pushes them down the stairs.
Yeah.
not a single motherfucker in the theater thought that was weird. Like there's a theater, like I mean, it's not full of people, but there's people there, and then like
You know what? They were busy watching the
watching
watching the movie.
the mountain climbing movie. It's like there's a dude like bleeding on the floor, and they're just like eating popcorn.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, they actually do a pretty good job of like acting like that. It is dark.
Yeah.
You know, in the way that you can
Yeah,
do
'cause
stage lights.
Obviously, you can't have it super dark because then you can't see anything.
Yeah, but like the way that the characters like interact and stuff, it does make it seem like that. Okay, it's it's
Yeah.
it's very, very dark.
Yeah. But yeah, and then she finds out they're together. She goes in to the tree and is like, "Well, this is something." And then Mr. Goo comes in, and he's asking about who she's waiting for, which is Mr. Courtyard
Yeah.
guy. So then we go to the flashback of her murdering the shit out of him and burning his entire house down.
With the sword that her brother, that says full moon.
What?
The sword says full moon on it.
Yeah, but the God squad taught her how to write.
No, yeah.
So that's what she put on her sword. And he actually like murders himself with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna die anyways, but
Because, well, I don't know. Kind of, I know what they're trying to do, like storytelling wise. It's like, yes, he actually did still care about her and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, there's some other ways he could have,
yeah.
gone about letting her know that.
Well, it shows it later that
Yeah.
what he did his best on that, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's still.
So while he's dying, he makes her a promise. He says, "I will always watch over you like the moon." And that comes important. Well, you could probably put two and two together on that. That he's the Firefly. But
Yeah, well,
that's also at the end of this episode
His
too.
silhouette when the Firefly, had
Yeah.
the specter, like it was him.
Yeah, we're getting there. So she gathers all of the stuff of the people that she cared about that died, and throws it in the coffin and takes off
In search of
the
Hotel of the Moon.
House of the Full Moon.
That's right.
Yes.
It's like, I can't remember what it was called then. 'Cause the same idea, it just keeps changing names.
Yep. But if that wasn't enough, we get more. So a little boy gets on the bus looking for Hotel Del Luna because he got a dream call from his mom. He's like, "My mom's here. I'm gonna look for her." So he gets to the hotel,
And Miss
and
Cho is like, wait, he's not dead.
yeah, this kid's alive. Well, kid, what are you doing here? Which I like. I don't know if that's going off of the thing that children can see supernatural things still.
Well,
Because it almost has to be, because normal people wouldn't see the hotel.
well, how did Mr. Koo and his dad back in the day, how did they stumble across it?
Well, his dad was like deadish. He was having an out of body
That's
because
right.
of
Yeah.
he hit his head really hard and he was dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the little kid is looking for his mom. And they leave him alone for a second to look for something for him. I don't know what they left him alone for, but he wanders
Little
off.
kid wanders off because kids are fucking stupid.
Yeah. And Mr. Goo's like, I'm gonna go look in the fucking tunnel because
Yeah.
this is real bad.
And yeah, runs all the way to, well, not the end of the bridge. No, not the end
No,
of the
he
bridge, but
doesn't-
like he's in the tunnel.
Yeah,
like,
he's in the
deep
tunnel, which is also a no-no for alive people. And he's obviously like losing himself, and the little firefly ghost possesses him and marches his body out and runs into Miss Jang.
Where she's very elated to see him, but then we're left with her questioning who he actually is.
Yeah, because Mr. Goo's body cradled her head
In the
like
same
a
way.
certain guy. So she's like, well, this is not the way that this usually happens. So who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What is going on? And that is the end of episode 13. I think we split it out well this time.
Yeah. So we'll do the
Yeah.
last three.
Next week we will have 14, 15, and 16. And you're gonna fucking ball your eyes. You're gonna cry so hard. I already know it.
Enjoy having a bit of a blub. Yeah, so like the big things that I need to know about the bellhop story.
Yes.
And then of course the
Which
resolution.
I think
of,
it's his next.
Huh.
No, maybe it's Mr. Kim's next.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kim has a
Yeah, which like is really funny because they don't allude to his that much.
It's a couple times, but nothing like super big. It's more like when they're just kind of introducing his character. Like, oh yeah, he's very, very old. He's very, very learned.
Yeah.
So he's also kind of like old and crusty.
Yeah.
Where he goes and he gets the cherry pot for the king. It's like he's a ghost. He's not gonna take a shit. It's like,
No.
yeah, but he'll be comfy if it's like.
Yeah, he'll be comfortable with it. But yeah, his story, like their stories are just fucking sad.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So yeah, we have that, the Super Saiyan serial killer to deal with, and Yuna needs some type of resolution
Well,
with how she's a ghost in someone else's body still.
well, that's it.
That's okay.
She is Yuna now.
Yeah.
She is living Yuna's life because like Yuna can't go back because she got
Marked.
turned into fairy dust.
Um,
But yeah, now with her relationship with the bellhop makes things a little bit more complicated for their story.
yeah, so
But-
that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm assuming, not knowing how
Yeah,
this whole thing ends,
make your assumptions.
that all of the staff of the hotel do eventually come to terms with all their stuff, and they end up. I think this is going to be like an Angel Beats thing where I just cry for the last 10 minutes because everything's so sad and it's drawn out. And I don't know. Because Miss Zhang has to actually like move on, and we kind of know that's the eventual end of the story. But what's going to be left, and that's really the problem that's been building for the last few episodes. So I don't know how well I'm going to do with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking sad. I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely a lot of cries. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
a good story should evoke emotion. Like,
I know, but it's a lot, and like it still has a lot of that sudden change to it too.
damn it, I hate
So
this
it's really gonna get you, I think. I don't know. It'll be fine. But yes, this was part 3 of 4 in the Hotel de Luna series. Next week is the last part, and it's gonna be real sad,
So
but it'll be okay.
bring your Kleenexes.
Yes. So see you next time, I guess. Should we do that? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like a good ending for this.
I think we should make sure that everyone drinks plenty of water and stays with us.
Yes. Stay hydrated. Don't die. See you next time.